Oh, yeah. Fernie was supposed to be here tonight. And because Gucci was over here, and Gucci said something about when they went and played that tournament in Mexico, the speed bumps were taller than Fernando. So I put that as the teaser on Instagram, and Fernie hit my inbox like ASAP.
Instantly.
Like, hey, I need to come over and redeem myself and make fun of him, tell some stories on him. He said he had a lot going on tonight.
Oh.
But all right, let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Highly Unapologetic, the podcast. I'm your host, Adam, and tonight with me, finally, again, a big hiatus. I got my boy Ridon over here in the house, and we're back, and we're just gonna jump into it, man.
Let's do it.
How's your week been?
Man, it's been hectic.
Yeah.
Too many days off.
So last time you were here, you were telling us about you were about to maybe start a new job.
Yeah.
You got an offer.
I got a job at Amazon. I'm a driver trainer now.
Right, but you said you had another offer coming after that.
I'm a driver trainer now. Yeah,
Oh.
that other job, it wasn't paying enough.
Oh, okay.
It was like $16.50 to drive to Buda every day.
Yeah, Buda.
Past that.
Yeah, I'll pass on that too. That's a horrible drive. But anyways, glad you're here.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking. My week has been great.
Hey, I tend to forget. I thought about it. How was your week?
Nah, my week's been good, man. It's I got off work yesterday, so I'm off till Friday.
So you worked 4 off 3?
Now I'm 4 on, 4 off.
I'm
And
4 on 3 off.
You're 4 on. See, I love it. The only bad thing is my days rotate. So 1 month I got to work weekends. The next month I'm off weekends.
Oh, no.
The next month I work weekends, and
I work every weekend.
Yeah.
7:30 to 6.
What are your days?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Till what time?
6.
Oh, then I'm not worried about it.
Then Sundays is like just
On work days, you can still cruise in here and lay some stuff down.
lay it on the track.
But anyways, yeah, it's I'm in the middle of my off days. There's mandatory overtime happening right now, and I told them this week. And I always let's see. And before they started volunteer overtime, mandatory overtime, I always volunteered. Like, give me an extra day or two, whatever. Yeah. And they're playing me. And so when they started this new mandatory overtime junk, I decided that they are playing me. So I came to work the other day, and when he asked me for overtime, I said, nope, I can't do it this week. I'm gonna be a dad this week, all 4 days, and I'm gonna enjoy myself. So don't even call me.
Not on duty. Not on duty.
And that's the thing. Like, we deal with CPS caseworkers all the time, and if there's an investigation, these CPS caseworkers don't know your schedule, so they'll call you anytime. And on my off days, I will not answer those phone calls. And I was telling one of the bosses there the other day, because she'll get the email, hey, I've been trying to get a hold of Adam, but he's ignoring my calls and whatever. So she was finally like, why are you not answering their phone calls? Are you scared to tell them something or whatever? I was like, no, I'm on my off days. I'm off. When I get back on the clock, I'll call them.
Yep.
But I'm not going to do that for free at my house. Not doing it. I'm with my fam, whatever.
Not on duty.
With my friends, with my family, doing whatever. So they can hit me when I'm back on the clock. But anyways, you're a happy man.
Yeah.
That bum basketball season finally ended, and your Lakers were on top. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, it is what it is. It was a half a season, part of a season, piece of a season. Hey, but a win's a win. Everybody had the same amount of games. Everybody played in the same atmosphere.
Here's what I said I didn't like about the whole bubble thing, okay? The Phoenix Suns went 8-0 in the bubble, and they did not make the playoffs.
I don't make the rules.
You're right.
Their fault.
But I'm just saying, kind of a stupid layout when a team goes in and is red hot. And I guarantee if they got into the playoffs, they would have knocked a team off. A team or two, and it might have been the Lakers. You go 8-0 in the bubble, you should have made the playoffs.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. You're right. You're champ. You're a champ. You're a champ today, man.
Yeah.
You're a champ today.
Yes, sir.
And you got that Dodger hat on.
Hey.
Do you have a baseball team?
No.
Okay.
So I have a bunch of baseball hats. Yeah, and I happened to clean up today and saw my LA hat.
Okay, so today you're a double champion. You're just hopping on the bandwagon.
Hey, baseball bandwagon, yeah.
And
basketball, no.
And you're sitting in the NFL 6-0.
6-0, baby.
Last undefeated
6-0.
team. I can't stand you right now.
6-0. I'm on top. That's 3 for 3 already.
Hey, listen, man. Chill out with that 3 for 3. You're 2 for 2 right now. You're in the middle of your third. Okay.
You're right.
But listen, Philadelphia is 2-4-1. We're in first place.
I don't make the rules.
You're right, but I will follow in this time.
Hey.
But here's the thing, you know me, I don't really care about NFL football that much.
No, you don't.
It's when Pittsburgh beat us, I was in here. I can't remember what we were doing. I was fixing to record with Mark and Julian.
The music one, right?
Yeah. And the game was in there, and Riley and I were going back and forth watching it. And, speaking of Mark, he's going to start joining us. Because you asked a question before we started recording.
Yeah. Where's Jazz?
Yeah. And where's Wes? Where are they?
Where's Waldo?
Hey, do you know that in the beach scene of Where's Waldo, there's a naked lady?
No, I never looked for the naked lady. I always look for Waldo.
Oh, okay. So, okay. I guess I'm the pervert then.
Yeah, I was moist.
Moist.
It's
times like this where we miss Jazz because he comes in with those ringers like that. But no, I knew once school started, I knew Jazz was gonna kind of take a back seat to the podcast because he teaches and coaches. I didn't think it would be this quick. I think he'd fizzle out, but it was just a stop. And then Wes, I can't even get Wes to answer no more. Like, at least Jazz will talk to us, when I'm group texting.
He'll pretend.
Yeah, he's a good pretender. He should teach elementary school.
He's moist with it.
He's moist with the pretending. But, anyways, did you watch any of the World Series?
Nah, I didn't watch any.
Did you vote?
Yes, I did.
You and Diana voted?
Yes, we did.
Do you speak on who you vote for?
Yeah, George Washington.
Who?
George Washington.
George Washington?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Bring him back.
George Washington and running mate Kanye.
I was going for more like
Lil
Wayne. Lil Wayne.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I hate Lil Wayne.
Lil Crackhead. Yeah, he's out of there now.
He's been out of there since he left. What was that first record label he had? Cash Money? Once he was done with them.
No, Young Money.
Young Money?
You mean with him and Drake and all them?
No, with
Juvenile?
Birdman back in the
Cash
day.
Money. Cash Money Records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once he left there, he was doo-doo meat.
I can't say that.
Well, you liked the Carters, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Carter 2 was the best.
Yeah. Well, you like Jay-Z too, though, don't you?
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
He wouldn't make your list?
No.
Oh, good. We're on the same page on that one.
I don't get why people, oh man, that new Jay-Z coming out. That's cool.
Right. I'll give it 3 listens.
I'll give it, if it's playing.
Listen, man.
I don't go download it.
Well, I don't download it.
He's dope
either.
on his features. Big Pimpin'.
I don't agree with that. No, UGK killed that.
Okay, he was dope on it, though. That was a dope song that featured
No, it was his song.
Jay-Z. Like I said, it was a dope song featuring Jay-Z.
It was a UGK song featured.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
Now I get it. My bad, dude.
Yeah, it's
okay.
cool.
Listen, man, it's been a long time since you've been on here consistently. You would just need to get back on the same page here.
Yep.
We'll eventually do it, but no, like I guess let's talk about hip hop tonight. Like I'm down with it.
It
You
is
down?
what it is. Let's go.
You don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules. I just work here.
Yeah, you do. You're a good employee.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So give me a top 5 list, and let's talk about something.
Right now, I would say
No. I want
In general?
like all time.
just solo, duo, or just rappers?
No, just solo. Solo. Well, I mean, you can take. Okay, so Andre 3000's in my top 5.
Yeah.
Away, as solo artist. So you can do that.
Yeah, I would say Lil Wayne.
Number 1.
That's because it's the era I grew up in.
Right.
Who else? I would say Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
J. Cole.
Okay.
I can't think of damn, what's his name?
What is his name, man?
ADHD. It slipped my head.
ADHD.
That's the name of his CD. Joyner Lucas.
Oh, wow. So you got a lot of new schoolers on there. Okay.
Because I kind of faded away from like the old stuff.
Right.
But I still listen to old R&B. But as far as rap, nah, not so much. Who can I say would top the rest of it off?
If you say Eminem, just get up and walk out.
Bro, I'm going to say Zero. Like Zero is my favorite rapper of all time.
Then why isn't he number one? You just said Lil Wayne was number one.
No, I named Lil Wayne. It was just five. No order. But Zero's my of all time, just because I can be feeling this way, and he has a song about how I'm feeling.
Right. He's a vibe. That's what Jazz said about him. He's a vibe.
That's a good word to put. He's a vibe. So I can vibe. If I'm down, Zero.
Okay.
If I'm ready to get crunk, Zero.
Okay.
But if I want to get extra crunk, it's Lil Wayne.
Oh.
If I just want to chill, it's Joyner, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
Okay. Well, that's not the era you grew up in because you're older than I am.
Hey, we ain't talking about that.
And I feel like hip hop died after we got out of high school. Maybe a little after because the rap group. They were drawing all kinds of blanks tonight. Andre 3000 and Big Boy. Outkast. They were still good while I was in college. There was still some good R&B when I was in college. Talking about R. Kelly was still putting out good albums when I was in college. But shortly after that, hip-hop died. And there's literally like 2 or 3 keeping hip-hop right now for me like alive. And that's J. Cole, Kendrick, Joyner. I'm sure there's one other one that I like, but man, my top 5 would be it's in order: Method Man, Nas, Biggie, Big Pun, Andre 3000.
Wow, a lot of East Coast.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. I love, like, if we kept going, I'd have in there Raekwon, I'd have Ghostface,
Wu-Tang.
I'd have most of the Jizza in there.
Never got into Wu-Tang.
See, that's
East
the thing.
Coast rap.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who either love Wu-Tang or they just don't like Wu-Tang. There's no like in between.
Like I like Method Man and Redman, but it's like I've never purchased or downloaded a Method Man or Redman CD. It was like a certain song they had.
You should. You should definitely go in and check out all the albums. Method Man and Redman. Method Man Redman's probably one of the most underrated rappers ever. He doesn't get the love he probably deserves because he's on all these
everything,
all these CDs with Method Man.
Yeah,
who is the big name? Who is the Wu-Tang? Whatever. I renamed the studio, by the way.
What is it called?
The Wu-Tang.
All right.
Did you see the poster on the way in?
Into the Wu?
Into the Wu-Tang. It only makes sense.
I like the sign, though. That W, that's a dope W.
Yeah. I wish we could try to incorporate that into our logo here.
What if we make HUTP in the Wu-Tang?
Yeah. You just threw up some gang signs. I'm glad you weren't on the... I'm glad you said HU.
Now you throwing up gang signs.
I was on the camera. I'm glad you weren't on the camera. But, yeah. We'll have to work on that tomorrow. I got nothing but time. I'm on my 4 days off, and I'm not going in to do any overtime.
I go in tomorrow at 7:30, off at 6.
So while you're at work, give me just a day of Ridon's life at work, because I know when I text you, you're pretty attentive and you hit me back pretty quick. Unlike Jazz and Wes.
At work, okay, let's see. I go in. We have day 1, day 2s.
What does that mean?
Day 1, you have the person who's coming in who got hired as a driver. They have to go through these videos online for their day 1s. It's like 8 hours all day. They got to go through all that stuff. And then on day 2, they have to come in and actually drive. Okay. So we have a little obstacle course, 5 little maneuvers, and it's pretty much see if you can handle the big van. Some people can't do it. Some people can't handle it. Nobody fails, man. Nobody fails. But it's like if you do something, run over some cones, we let your DSP, which is your your dispatch. We let them know, hey, such and such hit 2 cones. Oh, okay, cool. We'll keep that. That's it. Had one lady, we were doing parallel parking. She took 45 minutes to do it, and she cried for 25 minutes because she couldn't parallel park.
I can't parallel park.
It's so easy.
Is it?
Now it is, yeah. You have to go all the way up, over halfway, and then just, I can, my eyes closed now.
Yeah.
That's really it. And we do that Thursday. And then I'll say Friday, I'll be training somebody for Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'm just sitting at my desk doing nothing.
Yeah.
Setting up classes for the previous week that I don't even work.
Right.
Everything happens Monday through Wednesday. Thursday is like the back end. Sunday, connect my laptop, put on the football games, and I just put them to the TV, and that's all we do. Yeah. The managers come in there. Everybody comes in and watch TV. That's really it.
I like it. So Bezos, he takes care of y'all, or
I just work there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He took away our $2 an hour hazard pay, but
he took it away.
Yeah, took it away.
But we're still in the pandemic.
He don't know that, I guess.
And you don't make the rules.
I don't. I just work there.
Yeah. I like that attitude, man. Like, and that's one attitude I need to learn at my job, is just to stay in my lane. Because more times than not, my boss, Mr. G, is calling me or texting me or pulling me in the office and saying, dude, shut up. And it's not even, it's like, when I'm complaining, I wouldn't even call it complaining. I would just be giving constructive criticism to
people don't like that
leadership. And you're right, they don't. And it's never directed at G, because G got our back. G gonna have our back as much as he can. But when we start going at other administration, that's when G steps in and be like, dude, shut up. Like, you're fighting a losing battle right now. So just shut up, stay in your lane, and if you have any issues or whatever, come to me and let me fight your fight for you.
And then you go to him and they don't really do much?
No, G will.
Oh, he will? Okay.
G will. He'll do as much as he can. We had new management take over not too long ago. I guess it's been about a year. We've had new management come in, but when I first started, we had a Miss Shantae and Mr. G, and they were great. That was definitely when you saw G taking your back, like, and then the new management kind of ties their hands. So if he can have your back, he's going to have your back. But he always tells me, man, if you have issues or whatever, and you want me to take them to upper management, like to the big bosses, don't come at me on something stupid. And I'm going to let you know. And he tells me all the time, and he tells everyone who works under me, all of my staff, Adam always coming into my office on that BS. And he thinks I'm going to take that over to the boss, but I'm not, so.
If you don't, I will.
Right. Well, in respect to Mr. G, we get back in my lane and parallel.
Put your blinker on and get back over.
Yeah. let me just get back in my lane and shut up, and I'll just do my job.
Work. I really don't have any complaints.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. Like, my schedule, it sucks because I have to have the back end of it.
Right.
But other than that, is dope, and they love me from when I saved that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to meet that guy.
So I need to know this whole story, because I saw you post something about meeting him, and I had no idea what happened.
Okay, so I started back in March of this year. I started at Amazon. I was working in the warehouse, and I busted my butt on the day before, which was like, when you sort and do all this other stuff, and like I was like top. So the next day I go in, the manager was like, hey, you're gonna be on safety today. And I'm like, dude, no.
What does that mean?
Safety is where you just stand there, yell, 6 feet, 6 feet, get back, 6 feet. That's all you do all day. And I hate it because it's boring. I can't listen to music. You can't have it. Like, you just 6 feet, 6 feet. You got to watch people 6 feet, and that gets annoying. So I don't want to do it, but I did it.
A pandemic 6 feet?
Yes, the pandemic 6 feet. And it's just pretend that I was like this big, and you have over 50 people going in and out. And it's like they got to wait. And you got to tell them to wait. It's like, it's dumb.
Right.
Because we were talking about that. Let me jump. HEB, they taught you like this, right? The mall, they're like this. Walmart, they're like this. But at Amazon, oh, you got to talk like this. It's like, bruh, it's like it doesn't work.
Right.
Like, it's not going to happen.
And you took our hazard pay away, so the pandemic is obviously over.
according to them, but it's still 6 feet.
Oh,
6
okay.
feet.
All right.
Okay, so back to the story. So I was on standing in the middle of the aisle, and a guy had passed out on the back end, and some lady walked up. There's a guy laying down. There's a guy laying down. I was like, what? Where? So I run over there and I look, and this guy has little to no pulse at all. And there's 6 people there. There's a main manager on the phone with EMS, with 911, and they're just staring at him. And they're like, oh, we're waiting for such and such to come back from lunch to do CPR. Uh-huh. I said, what? Wait, come back. I go, I know CPR. And I learned this back when I was in the Navy. So I just jumped in and started doing chest compressions. I did chest compressions for 5 minutes straight until the EMS came. And that walk they did, it was like forever. Mm-hmm. It was like the movies, how they walk slow motion.
Yeah.
But they're running. But it's like, I'm like, yo, hurry up. Like, I'm tired. Like, adrenaline's going. Do chest compressions, and then they get there, they hook him up and stuff. And by the time they left, he was breathing on his own, but very, very faint. He leaves. They call his brother. He moved back to Mexico or changed the number or something. They go on Facebook on one of his pictures and comments, and his niece replies back. That's how they got hold of everything. And then they were in contact with people, with them and the other management, and they were like, the doctor said that if it wasn't for the chest compressions, he would have passed away.
Oh, no.
If he had at home, his heart attack at home, he would have died because he lived alone. No kids, no wife, no nothing. So fast forward to that post was, I think, like a month ago or 3 weeks ago. Mm. He's at work, and I go do a milk run. Milk run is when we have to pick up stuff that goes to the wrong distribution center, and we got to take it to mine, and vice versa. We swap, and he's there, and I'm just sweating. I'm all nervous. Like, I know what I was going to say. And then they were like, hey, I'm glad you're here. Bob's here. And dude, I just got the chills. I'm like, they hit me like all over again, like deja vu, like not deja vu, like, like we're in that moment again.
Right.
And we stared at each other, and like we legit talked and cried at the same time. Like, there was nothing I can do. Like, my emotions were just going. Because it was crazy, because like I saved this guy's life. Yeah. And to see him still there, he was like, I don't know what I can do to repay you. I'm like, you stand here talking to me, it's paying him enough. I don't need anything. Like, this is enough. This is all I need. Yeah. So it's pretty dope. So now when I go over there, he talks to me. We talk, like, hey, how's it going? Nice seeing you. You doing good? You doing good? Yeah. Okay, cool. And, shoot him like, 5-10 minutes, and then I'm out and I go back to my other job.
So it was a confirmed heart attack.
Yeah, it was a major heart attack. He had a major block in his main artery in his heart.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was. And anybody listening, if you've never taken CPR or not certified, get certified. Like, that's something that you have to have.
It's mandatory where I work. I wish I had a cool CPR story, but I don't. Here's the last time. Here, listen.
Cool CPR story. All right, let's go.
This is gonna sound awful. We had a kid pass away at work. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. It was this real big, huge deal, and I'm gonna tell you this story off the air just to.
I'll remind you.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah,
I don't want to implicate anybody.
Such and such didn't. Yeah, but and the managers. I wish I could do that.
I'm not going to implicate nobody, but putting my mouth on one of these kids is just not. It's just not top priority.
I didn't do mouth to mouth.
Okay.
I did all chest compressions.
Right.
He had blood in his mouth with a bunch of saliva. Mm-hmm. He knocked out the right side of his mouth.
By falling?
He face planted. They said he smacked like hard. Mm-hmm. And I get to him, and I'm looking, and there's like bubbling in there because he's trying to breathe, like gasping for air. So I'm doing chest compressions, and every like 45 seconds, his head would come straight, and he'd go, and then he'd stop, and you see it bubbling. It's like, dude, I don't know what to do. Yeah. So this guy looking at me, just standing there, and I'm like, bruh, grab his head, hold his airway up open, and hold his head straight. So every time I'm doing chest compressions, every 15 seconds, he started gasping for air. So, I mean, that was a good sign. Yeah. But, yeah, I didn't have to do all the mouth-to-mouth, the swipe and stuff. But as soon as I got done, I took everything off and threw it away. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was just because. Yeah. And I tested negative. Good. Yeah.
Now they have at work I've got these little things I can take out of a little baggie and, no, I wish. That's what I would like to have. But no, they like pretty much face condoms, so you're not actually putting your actual lips on their actual lips, which honestly, my line of work, I still would struggle with it just because I know those kids are gonna be like, dude, you were kissing, you know, they wouldn't take it serious, and I would have to. Oh man, it's a tough deal. It's a tough deal to try to save somebody's life where I work, just because you know the implications of these kids.
Mr. Adam kissed so and so.
Yeah, Mr. Adam was kissing so and so while he was knocked out. You know, type of thing.
Like in Sandlot, when he peppercorn.
Yeah,
Wasn't it right?
yeah, peppercorn.
Something.
Yeah. That listen, and I would not put it past these kids to do that to me too. I just faking.
Mr. Adam KISSING.
Just kidding, but
Psych.
no, yeah, it's CPR is just something that I hope I never ever have to do to anybody.
Dude,
not let alone my family.
Yeah, immediate family.
Of course, yeah, immediate family. But outside of immediate family, like brother, sister, mom, son,
a couple cousins.
not even cousins. Just CPR is just, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it's weird. So good luck down there.
And I didn't even know his name.
Yeah,
Like, that's the crazy thing. I didn't even know his name.
you're a better human being than me, apparently.
Hey, I was put there for a reason, bruh.
That's awesome. And so that's pretty cool that y'all get to get to talk every once in a while too. One of the things that when my dad died, when he had his heart transplant surgery, is we had talked about, like, would my dad ever meet the donor's family, type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know, my whole answer was, if my dad survived the heart transplant list, I don't think I could meet the family, just because the first time you got to talk to this dude after you saved his life and the emotions were going crazy.
Yeah, it was high.
Like, that's what I think that's how it would be with me. My emotions would get the best of me, and
So you're not gonna meet the family?
well, he passed away. He didn't survive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Rest in peace. Yeah. So, it'd have been weird.
But did you get to meet that family that he got it from?
Mm-mm.
Or he was no?
We don't even know where the heart came from.
Oh.
Actually, he got 2 hearts.
Okay.
The first one, I think, had a heart attack in the cooler on the way to him, and so it didn't respond. And the whole thing, like, I don't know if you've ever seen in the movies where they do a heart transplant or whatever, and then they thump that thing, like that. That's a real thing. Thump, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo.
Wow.
Yeah. So it didn't respond. So we had to have another one, and that's ultimately what got him. So
Man.
yeah,
The
wild.
thump was real.
Yeah. You learn something new every day.
Every day.
Yeah. So we tend to we like to educate on this show.
I got an E.
Huh?
I get an E. I
For-
learned something for conduct listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job, man. What else is going on in the world today?
In the world?
In the world, yeah. Elections next week.
Yeah.
I don't know if George Washington's going to win, man.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I vote third party. I know a lot of people on my friends list probably look at me and say, "Oh yeah, I know who he votes for."
You voted for it. No,
Sure didn't.
absolutely not.
I vote third party, man. I vote this year. I will be voting Libertarian again. I've done that the past 2 elections. However, I will say this. I hate politics on here, but we can get into it a little since
Boy, politics is
the timing's right. I will say this. I hope and I pray that whoever is the president and wins this election, I hope for their success.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if they're successful, you're successful. I'm successful. The United States is successful, and that's what I want. I don't care who it is. And here's another thing: politics right now shows what a dumpster fire our nation is right now.
Dumpster juice.
It is. It really is. Our nation is dumpster doo-doo juice. And it's really sad because I have never seen so many friends divided over anything like I have with politics. And that's why I hate politics. Now, I don't know, and you don't have to disclose who you're really voting for, but whoever you do vote for, I'm going to still be your friend because I'm an adult.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a grown-up.
Man, it's
I'm a grown-up. I'm not going to let other human beings dictate my feelings for
the next
anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is a big middle school fight.
That's exactly what it is. I know that you, Jazz, Wes, whoever sat in these chairs, whoever I vote for, y'all still gonna be my friends because we're all adults here. We're grown-ups, and something like that's not gonna divide real friendships. I've literally read on Facebook people losing friends because they support Trump, they support Biden, whatever.
That's middle school stuff.
Yeah. And I blame social media.
The biggest.
And I blame media. You know what I mean?
Social media is like the one that's like, you got two people about to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said your mama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gonna talk about your mama?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
You can't be my friend. You can't sit with us because, like, bruh, come on, man. And like, I don't like it because you go picking stuff from when they were born. Like, like they were a teenager. You're not quite an adult. You haven't developed. Oh,
right.
He killed 2 monkeys and kicked a cat when he was 12.
And okay. So yeah, one of the biggest things in politics that I find, I'll say hilarious, just for lack of a better word. You might not find it hilarious, but when a politician is in their teens or maybe in college and they dress in blackface 40 years ago, and now we're canceling them 40 years later because of a decision they made
40 years ago,
albeit a bad decision.
Yeah,
but
everybody makes bad decisions.
Come on, man.
Like the whole blackface. Oh, I mean, I don't care. Like, to me, I really that doesn't dictate where I'm like you or not. Like, if you did blackface, that's funny. Some of them is really funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you walk around with a noose and you stand on a black guy's head and stuff,
if you're making it super obvious that you're being racist, that's
dumb.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything about Robert Downey Jr.
Right.
He played the dude that played the dude that plays a dude.
Okay, so you're right. I have read that, actually. I have read it, but it was a single anomaly type of Facebook post with like, wait a minute, why aren't we canceling Robert Downey Jr.? And everyone's like, well, because he's Iron.
And then you got white chicks.
Man, yeah.
Okay, they white face, if that's what you want to call it.
Right.
Like, dude, and it was funny. It wasn't like, it was like, oh my gosh, it's not tasteful. It was like they were playing girls that were actually alive. These blackface people playing people that are dead. It's like, it's kind of back and forth, up and down kind of thing. But I mean, like I said, it's funny when it's tasteful. When it's distasteful, that's when it's like.
Let me ask you this: if Facebook was around in the 50s and 60s, do you think the United States would be as divided as we are now then?
That's a good question. I never thought about nothing like that.
You understand? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like this has gone on for a long time, like division, segregation, desegregation, all this.
Yeah.
Who said it? Will Smith said this has been going on forever. It's on social media now. It's just publicized.
I think it would be dumbed down if it was back in the 50s, because it would have been handled. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now it's like they're trying to handle it, trying to, clamp down on it, but they really can't.
Right.
You have 40, 50 years to actually clamp down on it. Then I think that, 70? Sorry, I can't count.
If we're in the 50s, 70 years.
So, I mean, that's 7 years of you trying to do it, but yet.
We probably have it under control by now.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have your loose ends, but I think.
Now, let me make a statement right now, okay? Most of the world, and when I say most, I would put in the high 90 percentiles, 96, 97, maybe 98% of the population, and I'll just narrow it down to the United States of America. 98% of American citizens are not racist. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sounds about right.
Okay. You got a handful, of course, who are.
And that handful is what makes it bad for the rest.
Right. The ugly part is the left. The left says 4 cops in Minneapolis killed the man, so all cops are bad.
Yeah.
Right. 2 or 3 white dudes, are racist on camera or whatever, so all white people are racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a sad world we live in, man. Because I love everybody. Let me just put it out there.
Yeah, friendly dude. Friendly dude. Hey, you ain't did nothing to me. I like you.
Hey, I'll sit and break bread with anybody who wants to be my friend. I will dislike you for your actual actions.
Once they come out.
But it will never, ever, ever be based on the color of your skin, your gender.
Based on your actions.
Yeah, And I wish all the world were like that. But you got politically driven media who plays a part or is the part.
If we got rid of media and between all of this stuff, we'll be great.
Yeah.
It's like they want to, what is it called? Clickbait.
Right. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Black man says he hates white people. And then all of a sudden it comes out, he said he hates all white people. All white people are the same. Like, that's not what he said. I mean, you probably caught him on a quote that somebody else said, but yeah, that's the part you want to put out.
Or say the rest of the quote.
Show the whole thing. Like,
says he hates white people who, hate black groups.
Yeah. I hate white people that don't like black people. That's what he said.
Right, yeah.
But all y'all gonna show is I hate white people.
Yeah.
That's not what he said.
Right. No, I agree. I hate the media. I don't even watch the news no more.
What is the news?
Exactly.
There's nothing news.
There's nothing news. It's stories made up.
Made up, and it's like a bunch of senseless killings. Like, I don't like that part. Like, it's just dumb. Like,
and it's almost made me turn off all social media. If I didn't have this podcast, I probably wouldn't have social media, just because of everything that floods my, you can't even get on like Facebook right now. I love the Tasty page, all the recipes and everything. Now they're getting in the
Bingo Bakes, the page to go to.
Oh yeah, Bingo Bakes.
Bingo Bakes.
Does she actually do videos?
No, I've made a couple.
Like giving a recipe and showing how to do it?
We did a time lapse of her making an actual cake, like that part. She hasn't done that part yet. We haven't graduated to that yet, but we want to. Like, we want to.
Can I be involved somehow?
Yeah, you can be the taste tester.
No, I want to be involved in like actual
ingredients.
Well, no, maybe holding a camera.
Bet.
Yeah.
We'll need that's what we have tripods for, but okay.
I'll do it for free, man.
You can be our human tripod. All right, bet.
Yeah. Just let me be involved, but I still want to taste everything.
Dude, she made this tart, fruit tart.
Yeah.
Man.
How's that business going for her? Is it?
Dude, this past week alone, made a couple hundred.
So she's actually in the profits right now.
Yeah.
And she just started.
Yeah.
That's great.
And it's all from scratch. It's no boxes, no, Betty Crockers. It's
so she goes to Sam's and bulks up and
Sam's. Well, we go to the cake store.
Oh, my bad.
Over the cake, over the top or something like that. Yeah, we go get everything there. But she goes to Costco and stuff and buys a lot of the like the flour, the vanilla.
That's what I'm talking about.
My fault. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking about the boxes and stuff. But now, yeah, she buys all that stuff. We got to get it in bulk, but it's like we have a small pantry, so we can't buy it in bulk yet. So once we get the storage for it, we're going to have a whole little baker's rack. The bigger plan is to open up a shop.
Yeah, that's what I was.
A small little shop somewhere and then go from there.
There's a cookie shop downtown, and I can't remember what it is, but it's literally like 2 ladies in this like little room. And it's cookies, and they look delicious.
See, if you work with me, you can taste all the stuff, because she'll make random stuff, like not random, but like, she had to make 5 dozen cupcakes Well, she had more batter, so she made all the cupcakes. I take them to work and sit them there, and they disappear in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like she made some carrot cupcake, like carrot cake cupcake with homemade cream cheese topping.
Yeah.
The manager came in. She's like, "What are these for?" And I'm like, "Oh, my fiance makes them. They're for y'all to taste test, whatever. If you like them, then okay." So she takes one. She comes back. "Oh my gosh, what are you gonna do with the rest?" "I'm gonna put them in the break room." "No, don't do that. Yeah, let me eat lunch first, and I'm gonna come get more." She had 3. She ordered two tarts. So we got one, and I got a text from her. It's like, "Oh my god, this thing was phenomenal."
Does she have cards?
Yes, she does. I have some in the car.
Okay, leave some before you leave.
I got you.
Yeah. Can I make a request? I know you've heard of Nothing Bundt Cake, and I know that now they are a competitor of Bingo Bakes.
They're not even on the same page.
Okay.
They just have
Bundt cakes.
Bundt cakes.
Okay, so
she makes all cakes.
That's what I want. I want a Bingo baked red velvet Bundt cake.
Dude, red velvet cheesecake.
I hate cheesecake. Listen, if she makes it, I'll taste it. I'm all about her making it.
See, the cheesecake thing, I feel you. I was never into cheesecake, and one day I was working. She bought me lunch from, I forgot what it's called, Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You like cheesecake?" I was like, "I never had it," because I couldn't fathom the part of cheese and cake. Like that don't go together.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I had it. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing."
Yeah.
So now she makes a red velvet layer, cheesecake, red velvet cake on top, 3 layers. Bro, it's amazing.
And what kind of frosting does she put on it?
Homemade buttercream.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then she made a chocolate cake with strawberry buttercream.
I can do that.
Dude, I
can do that all day. I don't know. It's just something about cream cheese that I think it's a texture thing to me. I love cream cheese in sushi and sushi rolls.
Yeah, I've grown to love sushi too.
Sushi's delicious. We need to go one night. Kobe does all you can eat sushi. It's like
Really?
It's like $19 a person.
But see, don't think I'm not big on the avocados yet.
Yeah,
I kind of stay away from all the avocado one because HEB has one that's the tempura roll.
Yeah,
it has that shrimp in it with the cream cheese and all this. Man,
yeah. So my favorite's the Philly roll, and it's cucumbers, cream cheese, and smoked salmon, and it's delicious.
Philly roll.
A Philly roll.
I mean, I've eaten avocado because of Daniel. Yeah. We went to Cone. He's like, "Yeah, try it. That's not avocado." I ate it. I'm like, "What's in this?" There's avocado, and I didn't even taste it. I'm like, "Oh, okay. I don't like avocado."
No, there's a lot of things once you eat those rolls that you're not gonna taste.
Yeah.
Like, you'll taste the salmon, but the salmon's going to be more of a texture thing for me. Cucumbers, I don't taste the cucumbers. I just feel them crunch, and that's why I like them.
Sushi has some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went there a while back.
Kobe's got real good ones. I like, in a pinch, HEB does, but I'm always scouring, like, Facebook for new sushi places.
We do it for all foods. Like, it doesn't matter. Somebody will post, "Oh, my this truck over here. Let's go try that truck."
Yeah.
Like the birria tacos. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Which one?
Birria, Birria, something like that. That everybody talking about. Like, it's like a taco. Looks like barbacoa to me.
Yeah.
And they have like this juice you dip it in, whatever. Dude, amazing. It's like a phase taco, I guess you can call it. Somebody called it that, a phase taco.
Sauce put me onto a food truck called Slider Provider. And I was in this phase where I was eating bacon cheeseburgers with crunchy peanut butter and jelly on it as well. Huh.
That sounds like the stoner pizza.
Well, I was sober. But I saw it on TV one time. I tried it at home, and it was delicious. I just put crunchy. I made a bacon cheeseburger the same way it was, that I always eat it, with onions and lettuce. And usually I will do mayonnaise, but I saw it on TV. I just happened to have some crunchy peanut butter and some grape jelly.
Dude, I don't know about that one.
The only person who has ever co-signed with me, Frank Ortega.
He'll eat anything.
That's true.
What do you mean?
but it's delicious. So, anyways, we slider provider. I'm in this.
Where's this at?
You just got to go to the Facebook and see where they're at.
It's like the Malik's.
Yeah, they go
Philly cheesesteak. They
go
okay.
everywhere. And so I put this on Facebook, and this has been years. Like I'm talking like 6 or 7 years ago. And he goes, "No, you got to try this. You got to try this food truck called Slider Provider. They have one of those, and it's called the Goopster, and it's a bacon cheeseburger slider with peanut butter and like a raspberry marmalade on it, and it is delicious, bro.
I don't know about that one.
Hey, we'll go one night. We'll get Binga and you and Molly and Riley, and we'll all go.
All right, and that's one of those things you got to kind of taste because crazy weird concoctions put together. Try spaghetti.
I hate
Wait
spaghetti.
for it. No. Well, any kind of spaghetti. You like any kind of spaghetti, lasagna or anything like that?
No, I don't like tomato-based Italian food.
Man,
I'll eat Alfredo.
Nah, it doesn't work that way. But listen to this.
Okay.
Spaghetti.
Okay.
With a glass of milk.
That's weird.
I said the same thing because I don't know if it's like a up north thing because Diana, she's from Minnesota, so one day we make a spaghetti and she's like, "Babe, give me a glass of milk." For what? To have my spaghetti. Wait a minute. Okay. She's like, "Just try it." I'm like, "Man, spaghetti and milk? Nah." Dude, it's good.
My son drinks milk with real meals, and it's weird to me. And he got that from his mother's dad. Steak and potatoes and salad on the table, and this dude's pouring a glass of milk. And Riley does the same thing. It's weird. I've never been a big milk drinker. The only milk that I'll actually just drink straight used to have Cinnamon Toast Crunch in it. Okay.
Used to have.
Okay. So I ate up all that and then I'll drink it. So here's what we need to do, man. I've got a bunch of business ideas. I think now's the time to just go through it, and we can get Binga Bakes in on this one too. Okay. You ever had those drumstick ice cream cones?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best part of those drumstick ice cream cones?
I would say the inside.
The bottom of the cone, right?
Yeah, well, that chocolate at.
So we package and sell nothing but the bottom part of the cone filled with chocolate.
Who wants the corners?
Yeah.
Call it the corners.
Yeah. I had a cool name for it one time, but I forgot. I'm going to have to, and I'm sure it had something to do with marijuana, but I forgot.
But we don't smoke.
You're right. Yet, once it's legal in Texas and my job can't say anything,
I holla.
What other ideas do I have? Ideas that'll never happen. One time, I thought while it was raining and I had cash in my hand and I needed gas, man, I sure don't want to run into this convenience store to pay for this gas while it's tsunami outside. So I thought of the idea to put bill collectors like you see on a Coke machine at the gas pump.
But it's easy to break into those, right?
Huh?
It's easy to break into Coke machines.
Well, I mean, you could. I'm sure you could find a system that put the money in and it shoots vacuums into the store.
See, I didn't think about that part. I
I
didn't think ahead. I thought right then and there.
You're
right.
Something like that. But convenience.
But you still get wet though. Not as wet.
No, man.
If you got wind coming.
If you're at Buc-ee's, you're not getting wet because that's 100% coverage.
Oh, but you got to get in the middle though. You can't be on it.
I'll find the middle.
But if it's coming this way or coming behind you,
yeah.
I mean, that's the only.
Weather's weird, man. But I'm going to stay less wet under partial coverage than I will running out into the actual.
That's a moist idea.
Yeah. It is a moist idea, right?
Yeah.
And I just put it out there for the world to see. Copyright.
Yeah.
I watch Shark Tank a lot. I love that show.
Dude.
You ever watch that?
Yeah.
And it makes me upset when I see ideas that are so simple and Mark Cuban's paying $2 billion for 6% of the company.
I can make something out of these right here.
What could we do?
Out of these?
Well, I mean, period. because the podcast isn't going to get us rich, obviously. The look on your face is awesome.
Bruh, it's one of those like, I don't. You got me thinking now.
I know. Listen, man. If it came down to it, and I had a great idea, and even though I'm invested time and money and whatever else, and somebody came and wanted to buy the company, and it would make me a millionaire, yes.
Dude, we can make a can opener that opens these, so you won't have to stick your finger in there. You stick it in a wedge and you squeeze, and it pops open. And like, I've never seen one of those. Think about it. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Bruh.
You know how many times I've cracked a fingernail trying to open those things up?
Exactly. And then like start bleeding, or it's like you rip from the nail from the skin. It's like, damn, how'd I do that? Dude,
yeah.
I did that peeling an orange.
What?
Yeah, I peeled the skin back peeling an orange.
How'd you do that?
How did I peel the orange? I got the orange and I went to
No, how did you break your fingernail peeling the orange?
I would guess it was the hard part. I don't know.
That's so soft, though.
That's what she said. It's
well done.
opening it up, and it's like, man, like, I don't know, but just think about it. You get a can, right? You got a can. You stick it in there, and you squeeze, and it'll pop it for you. And all you gotta do is,
I mean, there is a device on a bottle opener. And if you flip it over, you stick it in there.
See, I'm not talking about what's already there. I'm talking about how easy it is to, you don't have to flip it over. It's kind of like scissors. You put it in there and you squeeze. Instead of it closing, it opens up.
Yeah. I got a story to tell you about a can invention design, and it's disgusting. You want to hear it?
On air, off air?
Right now.
All right, bet. Let's go.
When I was in college, I had a roommate named Eddie Mace, and Eddie Mace liked to dip. Okay, he was an old country boy from Little Cypress, Mauriceville. You know where that's at?
In Little Cypress, Mauriceville.
It's down by It's down by like Orange, Texas, down where UGK's from, close to Louisiana, okay. Down in the corner.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Is that on the map?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't go to a place I don't on the map, but that don't sound like it's on the map. But
it's on the map, but you got to look for it. But nobody's really looking for Little Cypress, Mauriceville.
Population 12.
Probably something like that. 16 this year.
Cheers.
We had a new family move in. 16. Anyways, he liked to dip, and dipping to me is disgusting anyway. Okay, and he would drink a Coke or Dr. Pepper, whatever, in a little 12-ounce can, and he had this contraption. It was shaped like this, and it had a hole in it all the way down, and then under it had cutting device. So what you did is you took that thing, you took your can, and you took that thing and you did this on it, and it would open up a hole so you could spit into it, so you're not just spitting into the
small hole,
the small mouth. But he kept that thing on it. Okay, so he's just spitting onto the lip, and it's falling in there, and it's disgusting. So one night, while I was in college, I came home late one night, and I may or may not have been in a good state of mind, but
I know where this is going.
I'm getting ready for bed. And I lay down, and I do not notice that on one of my bedposts is his can of dip on my bedpost. I did not notice that until I rolled over in the middle of the night and knocked it over. Disgusting.
Okay, I thought you said you were going to grab it and drink it or something.
No. But I did get it on me. So I've got dip spit all over me at like 4 a.m.
Did y'all fight?
No, he was not there. He was not present.
Ever?
I poured the rest in on his bed.
Nah, we had to fight, bro. This shouldn't be on my bed.
He might have whooped me. He was bigger than I was. I was just a little wide receiver. He was a lineman.
Kick him in the kneecap.
Bro, something needed to happen because when that got on me, I puked. So now there's dip and puke all over me. The only thing missing was some doo-doo. So, oh, dude, I'm grossed out thinking about it right now.
Yeah,
again.
that is gross to have it in warm and chunky.
Have you ever kissed a girl that dipped?
Hell, no, sir.
I gotta write these times down so I can edit your words out.
Oops.
Oh, that's funny.
Absolutely not.
So when I was in 11th grade, I worked at this place called Uncle Charlie's Hamburgers, and it was on West Avenue, headed toward Churchill, and a cool little joint. Well, one night I needed the night off or something. I don't remember, and it was like a Saturday night, and there was this girl who was eating at the restaurant at the time I told them I needed off, and she heard me. And she came up and she was telling my boss, well, if he needs a night off, can I have an application? I'll work for him. And they were like, yeah, it's a great idea. And so I was like, that's weird. Like, she eavesdropped and now you're giving her my, what? So anyways, before the night that I needed off, they had this girl come in and start training with me so I could show her what I do and all this stuff. And I don't know how it happened, but we ended up in the parking lot making out. And it was at that moment I found out she dipped. And it was disgusting. And I was like, do all the girls at Smithson Valley High School do this? And she's like, a lot of them. And I was like, oh, yeah, note to self, leave the Smithson Valley girls alone.
Bruh, dip. I've tried that once in my life.
I've never tried it. I can't stand the smell of it once you open the can.
It was on the Navy. I was in the Navy. I had the, what's it called? The Balls of 4 watch, which is 12, military time, 0000. I had that watch to 400, and I was tired, worked all day. The guy was like, hey, try this dip. I'll let you leave early. 15 minutes into it. I'm like, for real? But you have to keep your mouth for 5 minutes. Bet. Put it in my mouth.
You swallowed part of it, didn't you?
No. Well, I mean, no. I didn't swallow part of the chunk, no. So I put it in, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good. Soon as I spit, man, everything was like spinning. Like I was dizzy. I was out of there because he knew what was going to happen. But long story short, he let me off. But that dip, that spit, nah. Once you have it, it's fine. It's fine and dandy. You get all the saliva. And when it builds up, you go spit, and that's when it just hits you, everything, all at once. It was nah, I'm good, bro. I don't want that no more. I didn't even smoke cigarettes at the time. I started smoking cigarettes September 11th when, Twin Towers. That's when I started smoking cigarettes.
Why?
I was nervous. Like I was in the middle of the ocean, not knowing what was going on.
Yeah.
We were headed to Australia, and they were like, "Charlie struck America. We won't be going to Australia. We'll be going to Afghanistan." And that's when communication got cut off. No emails, no phone, no nothing. So it's like, dude, 3 months not hearing from your family, not knowing if they hit Texas. All we heard was they hit New York. We'll let you know further. And
careful with that. You're shaking.
Every day goes by, and it's like, what's happening? What's going on? And they couldn't say anything. So I'm gonna smoke cigarettes. So I started smoking cigarettes, and then it was like, I had a whole pack. And he was like, you don't even smoke cigarettes. Like, you right? I don't. I got those in the ocean right now. I opened up the pack, fresh pack, lit one and threw it. He's like, what'd you do that for? Because you said I don't smoke. I don't. So, yeah, that was my transition to smoking. From dip, nah, I ain't dipping, bro. I'm going to smoke the cigarettes. And
cigarettes were the same thing for me. I smelled them. Smells real big for me. I think there's only one or two things maybe that smell gross, but I'll still partake in. Brussels sprouts are one of them.
Oh my God.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Have you had them from Perry's?
No. Do you like Brussels sprouts?
From Perry's?
Nowhere else.
Dinah made some. She made some before, and I needed to saute, suck up all the juices that I can't just, nah. They have to be sitting, but
I bet I could make a batch that you'll eat. I promise. We'll give it a go one day.
Bet.
But yeah, smells are real vital to if I'll partake or not. Cigarettes, absolutely not. They stink. Marijuana smells good, so of course. One of the reasons I don't drink is alcohol to me smells disgusting.
Some do. Fireball's my thing.
I just drinking doesn't excite me, man.
Oh, it don't. Not no more.
Yeah.
Not after getting drunk in Thailand.
It
Yep, that laugh right there.
so
exactly what it was.
So you're the second person who has told me that you enjoy Thailand. I got a buddy named Greg who currently lives in Abu Dhabi, and he makes all kinds of money tax free. He's a teacher over there. He's teaching them how to speak English or whatever. So he makes like $10,000 a month, untaxed.
I missed that.
So when he was in the Navy, he went to Thailand. Loved it over there. So now he loves, naturally, Asian women. So with all this untaxed USD, he goes to Thailand every weekend and now has him a little girlfriend. So apparently Thailand is the place to go.
When I was there, it was $45 of their dollars to one of our dollars. So just imagine going out with $20.
Right.
It's like you balling. Like, bruh, like.
That's what he said when he was over in the Navy, too. You could pay a girl $30.
Pay?
Listen, he's an idiot, first of all. That's probably why he's my friend. He's an idiot. But he's like, man,
Is that why I'm your friend?
Well, you don't pay me.
You're right. I'm an idiot, though.
You're just we're all idiots in this room.
Okay, cool.
You're just a genuinely good dude. So I
take it.
I enjoy that as my friend's qualities.
I take that.
You know what I mean? Same thing with Wes and Jazz. They're just good dudes overall. So I'll be your friend.
Gotcha.
Mario, he's definitely an idiot, and I hate him, but
you love that guy.
He's genuinely a good dude.
When he wants to be.
So I'll be friends with him. No, listen, man. One of my favorite things to do is get on Facebook and watch him, Mike Sines, and Frank and Gabe just start going at it, all of them. No, I'm lying. Omit Frank. I hate Internet Frank. I hate Facebook Frank. You know that. You were in the group text when we were Red Zone Rockers.
Yeah.
So my beef with Frank. You've seen it firsthand. But
that dude is.
But real life Frank,
pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. But Mike Sines, Gabe, and Mario, when they're going at it on Facebook, I love it. And I don't even care what they're talking about. They could be saying the most racist stuff about white people, and I'm gonna laugh.
Every one of them.
Yeah. Actually, what I'll do is I'll give them the JAs instead of the HAs. JAJAJ. Yeah. Ha 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 ha.
Ja.
That's exactly how I read it too. That's funny. Anyways, dude, we're right at about an hour. We're a little over an hour actually, and I think we did better than I thought we would tonight because I didn't know what we were going to talk about.
Hey, just go with the flow.
Yeah. That's
work here.
That's what I think we do best is just off the top ciphers, freestyles.
You want to go off the dome right now?
Yeah, go off the dome right now.
I'm playing. I was joking. I don't go off the dome.
No. Come on, man.
Nah, I don't do it.
Well, whatever. But anyways, appreciate you coming by. We're going to go over the schedule once I cut these mics off. And y'all are going to start seeing a lot more of Ridon. Mark from the music episode, y'all will be seeing a lot more of him. And
I wish I could say his nickname.
Do I have to turn the mics off for you to say it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it and then maybe I'll blast it one day when he's here. But
I don't think you can, bruh.
We'll see how it goes.
Hey, we'll see about this one.
But anyways, appreciate you coming by.
Yes, sir.
And until next time, we'll catch all y'all later.
Peace.